back once again. Let's go over in more detail the header in Bitwig Studio. So let me Alright, so what I want to do is focus on the header. So what we've got up here is pretty self-explanatory on most of this, but this is the audio engine button, activates and deactivates the audio engine, stop, play, record, and automation right arranger. What this guy is going to let you do is if you want to record your automation movements in a live recording, in real time, I guess, you can do that by turning this guy on and off. And you've also got your metronome settings, preferences, pre-roll. You got no bar, 1 bar, 2 bars, 4 bars. You can play the metronome during the pre-roll. And you've got your record quantization, 30 seconds, 16/8 in quarter notes. And also automation write preferences. You can choose between latch, touch, and write. We'll cover that a little bit later in one of the other videos. Moving on, you've got your overdub. And of course what that's going to do is, let me double click here, put a clip in. Now if I had notes or any kind of information in here and I wanted to record over that, I would just turn on the overdub and begin that process here. I'm going to double click to take care of that for us. Let me delete this guy. Alright, so next we've got our metronome. You can turn it on and off here. You can also adjust the level. And you can choose between playing the ticks. I think that hits on the in between the 4th counts. I believe that's where that falls. You've also here you've got your punch in, your arrangement loop, your punch out button, and another nice feature that the Bitwig team has come up here is a global groove. So you can choose here the amount between 8th and 16th notes, the shuffle amount, quarter note, 8th note, and 16th notes, accent amounts you can mess with, adjust the phase. Really, really cool. Alright, so here, pretty self-explanatory. It's the general window that you kind of monitor throughout the projects as you work, but you got your DSP and your I/O, so you can kind of keep an eye on your computer performances here. And if you hover over the tempo, you see the little arrow up here there, up and down. I can scroll up or down to change my tempo. Here you've got your playhead position, or your, the spot that your arrow's in the project. Your time signature, I guess, another way to consider it. And a really cool feature that we'll cover a little bit later in another video is the Restore Automation Control. And what this does is, let's say I have a clip here and I've done some work on it and I've moved the volume, up or down in one way or another, and I need to put the volume back to its original position at some point. You can choose to Restore Automation Control. Kind of a nice little override feature they've provided there to allow you some more flexibility. Now up here we've got File, Edit, View, Create, Options, Help, and of course you've got your Preferences panel in here to help with settings and things of that nature. I don't find myself needing to go to these menus very often. I can do most of the things I need to do probably just working on my mouse. I mean, I've been messing with it for since day one. I got Bitwig when it first came out, and kind of periodically would come in here and work on stuff. Haven't had a lot of hours in here, but enough to find my way around pretty well, and I don't see myself using this too often. But anyhow, all of it does exist. Everybody works differently, so if that's something that you have a need for, it's all there for you. So down here we have some different tools. We have an object selection tool, time selection tool, pen tool, erase tool, knife, and follow playback. Some of the stuff here we're going to cover in another video a little bit later. And that's pretty much it. We're going to go into the tools in the next video, so let's go.